Did you like that? Now Moviedrome proudly presents one of the finest cult films of all time, Rabid, by David Cronenberg. Cronenberg is, as we have said, the director of The Fly remake and Shivers and The Naked Lunch, Scanners and The Dead Zone, a venerable roster of cult horror movies surpassed by no other practitioner of the genre. Not Wes Craven, not Todd Browning, not Mario Bava, not Dario Argento, not John Carpenter, not even the ineffable James Whale made as many genuinely weird and unsettling horror films. Of the above mentioned, only Argento has as thoroughly thought out a worldview and consistent take on vicious horror lurking behind the most mundane things. Yet Argento is preoccupied by a rather infantile misogyny of the De Palma brand, and like De Palma makes ultimately boring films. Cronenberg, on the other hand, transcends misogyny and even misanthropy. He stands like Philante in Molière's play, aside from things, disgusted by them, yet amused and physically and fiscally involved as well. The ultimate celluloid cynic. Cronenberg's movies portray a sense of physical horror at human sexuality unmatched in any other charted area of cinema. In addition, his films are preoccupied with the mechanics of surgery and the transmission of disease-bearing viruses. Many of the early ones, including Rabid, bear a considerable debt to Night of the Living Dead. Cronenberg is one of the only English-speaking directors allowed the luxury of an unhappy ending. Could the unspoken rumor that Cronenberg is actually a renegade US Army colonel from Fort Detrick Biological Weapons Station, Maryland, attempting to blow the whistle on secret releases of airborne viral toxins in the New York subway system really be true? No, it could not. Cronenberg is, as we have said, a Canadian. I had the pleasure of reading one of his scripts in the assistant to the producer's office, and it was a highly pleasurable experience because there were no embarrassing and elementary mistakes of spelling and grammar, such as you normally find in screenplays and directors' scripts. In fact, there were no mistakes at all. I mean, this guy is not only a great filmmaker, he's literate. Rabid is, in my opinion, Cronenberg's best. It was made in 1976 and is the story of one Rose, played by Marilyn Chambers, whose unfortunate involvement in a motorbike accident leads to bizarre and disastrous results. Marilyn Chambers, you may recall, as a child was the Miss Purity soap advertising symbol all across the USA, and in adulthood became a major porno star. Combining the twin American obsessions of cleanliness and sex, Miss Chambers is the quintessential Cronenberg actor.